This month was a little bit of a flop and just kind of fell into a negative mental health slump. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's bonus video and my April reset. March was not my best month. Let me just start this video that way. And also, it is just so dark outside. It's super rainy and this is the only chance I have to sit down and film. So we're just gonna make it work. But hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Emma. I make motherhood and lifestyle and faith videos, and I also make these monthly resets, and I would love for you to subscribe and stick around if you're not already. I also will have my playlist linked for you up here if you have missed any other resets. Also, I feel like those other resets were much better than this one. I'll just put that out there. Honestly, I really debated if I even wanted to film a March reset, but my biggest goal here on YouTube is to just be so real with you all the time. And this month was just not my month. It's really easy, especially for me personally, to watch other people's monthly reset videos and be a little bit hard on myself because I did not accomplish all the things they did, or I don't have the time to, I don't know, deep clean everything every month. I don't know. I get a little bit hard on myself in the comparison game and looking at the way that they reset for a month and the goals that they set and achieve versus the ones that I actually am realistically able to achieve, or in this case, cannot achieve apparently. Let's just jump right in because I don't really want this to be a whole ramble about all the ways that I failed this month. We're just gonna get right to it. I have kind of a layout that I follow in all these reset videos and in my like reset day. This month I kind of just did a little bit here and there. I've also been so busy for some reason the last couple of weeks that I just did not have like a day to reset. Number one, I like to wash the sheets, the duvet covers, all that jazz, and that is something that I will show you here. I have already done that. That was a random thing I did one evening and it felt so great. The second thing that I like to do on my monthly resets is declutter. I am a big fan of decluttering and organizing and trying to be very purposeful with my things and my space. I've found that if I just pick one specific area of my home at the end of each month and really go in on that one area of my home, that is really what helps me stay on top of things. I'm gonna look through my closet and Jordan's closet. For Jordan's closet specifically, she just has a lot of clothes that are on the floor of her closet that don't fit her anymore, and it needs a bin. I don't have a bin for her that's bigger than 12 months, so I need to start a bin. And then the other thing I want to do with my closet is, one, I want to go through and purge. I do this so frequently. I am just in this really weird funk with clothes lately. Every single day when I get dressed, I literally dread it because I am not obsessed with any of my clothes. I don't feel like they fit me great. I'm just gonna really go through and be very specific with what I keep. I'm hopeful that if I take out the pieces that I literally never wear, then it will leave me hopefully with better options that I actually gravitate towards. So my closet needs some work. Jordan's closet needs some work. Let's do that. These are supposed to be 12 to 18 months. In what world? Okay, I went and grabbed all of my spring and summer clothes. It's a little early, but just that I have those. And then this is what we're gonna go through. Just went through all my shirts and I cleared up a ton of hangers, like an insane amount. This is my donate pile. It's literally huge. And I'm gonna save it for a little bit because what I usually do is like this is a lot of clothes, but it's just stuff I don't wear and it's just taking up space and it stresses me out when I'm getting dressed. So what's the point of having it? But I'm gonna keep it, I think, in our basement for a little bit because I usually will just like, I'll get purge happy and then I'll donate something and then I'll wish that I didn't. So I'm gonna keep it for a couple of weeks and then I'll probably donate it just to be totally sure I don't regret any of it. But I mean, it's a mountain. It's a lot. I'm gonna reflect on the goals that I set for March and see how we did. Spoiler alert, not great. Personal goals. I wanted to renovate our home gym. We did do that actually on spring break. I'll have that video linked here. I loved that video and I really loved how our gym turned out. That was all Michael. But go check out that video if you want like a full tour of the new gym. Another personal goal was I wanted us to take a day trip or a road trip over spring break. That did not happen. Originally, the plan was for spring break, Michael was gonna take half that week off with us and we were gonna go do things, take a little day trip, whatever. And that ended up not being able to happen just with some stuff that happened at his job. And so we just couldn't, just kind of didn't work out. Go on a date night also did not happen, unfortunately. I think I said in the last video, like, this is kind of sad that I have to write this down. It's even sadder that it still didn't happen. It's just really hard. I get such a limited amount of time at home and with my daughter that I really struggle to give that up. Like I just want to be with her and like be at home with my family. So Michael and I both kind of feel that way, which is why it's hard sometimes for us to go on a date night and leave her because we feel like we don't get enough time with her anyway, but maybe next month, we'll see. The other personal goal, and this one I actually did, was not to wear any makeup in the month of March, at least like face makeup. I do still wear mascara and like eyebrow stuff, but I did not wear a single thing, no powder, concealer, like literally nothing on my face the whole month of March. And I had this realization. I got this lovely little friend on my cheek because I sleep on my hand sometimes, and so I get some friends from that. But when this showed up the other day, I realized it is the first pimple that I have had on my face in a very long time, like several weeks, maybe even over a month. And I feel like I have to give some of that to the fact that I have worn no makeup on my face in a month or so. It sounds really small, but if you are like me and you're someone that wears a full face of makeup every single day, it's kind of just like a comfort thing. And this was not a goal, but I straightened my hair every single day in March, which again is not a big deal, but it was kind of like a security thing for me to wear a full face of makeup and curl my hair every single day. And so going over a month now without either of those things has been so freeing for me. And it sounds so dramatic, but I'm sure you've got something, especially if you're a woman, that just like helps you feel more confident, and it's kind of like a security blanket for you. I'm not saying if you wear a full face of makeup or you curl your hair every day, I am not saying that you do too much. For me personally, it was not a healthy thing for me to be doing all the time because it came from such a place of insecurity. And then my faith goal was to try doing my Bible time, my quiet time, first thing in the morning instead of at night as I had done previously. And I did this every single day and I loved it. I know that a lot of people do that and it's not anything revolutionary. It was so nice just to kind of start my day off on a positive note. I didn't look at my phone first. That I did do. Financial goals were to stick to the budget, which let's check because I don't think we did very good this month. Okay, actually we didn't do as bad as I thought. The biggest thing was personal. I said I wanted to do like a personal budget every month, and that was my skincare, my makeup, anything that I wanted that was not like an absolute necessity would go in a personal budget. I did that, but did I stay in the budgeted amount? I just bought home stuff. If you watched the spring refresh video, I really like redid a lot of things. Not redid a lot of things, but I added a lot of decor to our home, like this plant and this bench. All new. I have these huge pillows that I'm looking at that were not super cheap, but like literally obsessed with the way that they look. So that is really, I thought we did a lot worse, but that's really the only thing we kind of spent a decent amount on this month. And I say we, and I mean me. It's made truly a difference in our home atmosphere. Michael was even saying the other day when he came home and just walked in, it feels so much more homey just having things on the walls, and like I don't regret it because it's so worth it to me. And in terms of like spending on other things other than home decor, I didn't really buy myself anything this month, like at all. I don't think. I think I got a coffee with a friend one day. I think that's pretty good. So did we stick to the budget, and did we do a personal budget? Those were my two financial goals. Not really. My health goals, I wanted to work out 5 times a week. That's another thing that did not happen. I really struggled with this month. I think I'm just still kind of deconstructing this unhealthy mindset that I have had about working out and health and fitness and wellness, that if I am not perfect, then I'm a failure. I feel like in my head I've made up that I am either 0 or 100 and there's no gray area. I'm either working out 5 times a week, eating clean, staying healthy, or I'm on the other end of the spectrum and I'm probably never gonna make it back to the gym ever again and I've fallen off the wagon. I don't feel like that is true, but that's what I have. At some point in my life, that's what I've told myself. There's no in between. I beat myself up so much if I don't hit that 5 days a week workout, even if I did like 4 days in a week. To me, that like is a failure because I didn't do 5, and that's really silly. Ultimately, I still have those routines. I still am very mindful. I still really value my health. I still have been working out. It really is okay that I didn't meet my goal for this month. That doesn't mean that I've fallen off the wagon and I'm never gonna work out again. It just means that I had a really busy month and some days it just didn't happen, and that's okay. And then my last area was work goals, and I kind of tried to take away this pressure that I had put on myself for YouTube and sponsorships and views and videos and all this stuff. And the Lord really showed me to seek first the kingdom and not seek first the views, the subscribers. This is still something I'm really working on, but I really have kind of let go of overanalyzing things. Like, it is not that deep. Just trying to remind myself that my worth is not in numbers or attention or validation from the internet. And I think that a lot of people struggle with this, whether you're an influencer, a YouTuber, whatever it is or not. Just our like generation, especially having been introduced to Facebook and Twitter and then Instagram and then TikTok and whatever, we were taught at a young age that your worth and your validation is in how many likes you get on a picture or how many comments you got telling you that you looked pretty. And that's just kind of followed me as I've now shifted to this platform. And so that's another thing I've been really deconstructing, and it's been so freeing. And I feel like anyone can relate to this, even if you're not a YouTuber, because we all kind of experience that in one way or another. And to be so honest with you, in terms of my goals for April, I was gonna say February and then I was gonna say March, and we're going into April. My biggest personal goal for April, and probably like my only personal goal, is just to work more on my mental health. I feel like this month I really let a lot of things marinate in my soul. I really let a lot of things get to me, and it was just not great for me. I had a lot of really like hard days or sad days, and sometimes you do have to like work through that, but I think at the same time sometimes I would marinate on it a little bit too much. And I don't necessarily know what a tangible goal I can set is, but I definitely want to focus on that this next month and really try to just find more joy and quit marinating on the negative and be more optimistic, because I do feel like I have really worked hard to become more of an optimistic person. For some reason, March, I just kind of started to backslide and find myself being a little bit more pessimistic. I saw a reel recently that said January through March is like the worst time of year because my skin is so dry that lotion doesn't help. I haven't seen the sun in 3 months, all of this stuff. And I feel like I've just been in that funk of needing spring so bad. Like, I just need some sun. I need some joy. That usually gets to me around like January or February. And it didn't this year. I was feeling really good, but March, it all caught up to me and I got hit like a train and just kind of fell into a negative mental health slump. We're gonna come out of that in April. I don't know how. I'll let you know in a month how it goes, but I'm coming out of it, okay? I'm gonna find some joy and some sunshine. Even if there is no sunshine, I'm gonna make it. My financial goals, I really am going to try the personal budget this month and stick to that amount of money and don't go over. I really just want to stick to the budget for 1 month. That's it. That's literally my only goal. I just want to stick to the budget. These are really simple, you guys. I'm keeping it simple. My health goals, I'm gonna say work out 5 times a week, but I'm also going to say to be kind to myself and be gentle with myself. I think there just has to be a huge balance between giving yourself that grace, but also staying disciplined and continuing to do the things even when you don't feel like doing them. And that's kind of the balance I'm trying to find. My pendulum seems to swing all the way on the discipline side with no grace, or all the way on the grace with no discipline, and I just really want to find a happy medium. I also, as the sun's out later, it's getting warmer, I would love to try to go for a walk every single day. That might be a terrible goal. I think I'm going to say that I really want to take a walk every single day in April, even if it's short, whether it's with Ellie and Jordan and Michael, or it's just a solo walk listening to a podcast. I think a walk a day will really help my mental health and my mental clarity. I also want to cook more meals. I've been getting so lazy with cooking. We've been cooking the same boring meals, and Michael is usually the one that cooks. And this last week I actually cooked a meal myself. And it's just hard when I come home and Jordan's there and she wants my attention and I haven't seen her all day. Like, she usually does not let me cook for very long. I really enjoyed it. So I want to make it a goal to cook more this month. And then my work goals, I don't think I'm gonna set any work goals for this month. I am keeping it really simple. I'm gonna continue to just kind of do what I feel and not worry about the numbers, not stress about it, just let it be, let the Lord handle it. I think that that's all my goals. I think that's all the categories, and I feel like those goals, when I come back in a month, I'm not gonna have like tangible things to check off, but I will at least be able to kind of reflect on my mental health this month and see if I'm feeling any better, and hopefully like by May I can set some good productive goals. But this month was a little bit of a flop, but everybody has those months. It's real life. Every month can't be your best month, you know? It can't always be productive and motivating and resetting everything all the time. There also has to be a time of resting. Anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up this video. I would love to hear how your March was down in the comments. Did you have a super productive, joyful month, or was yours a little bit like mine? I would love to hear. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel and my video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, friends.